Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, so I'm back on the VN, and on this episode I'll be cutting out the front window. I'll have to make up the rust section for the rear and have to put the rear window in. I'll have to replace the injectors, I have to put all the interior back in, clean it all, and hopefully by the end of this video I'll have it registered and on the road. Maybe. Alright, let's get into it. Oh yeah, it just works. Still hits on this back part, like just sort of as it sort of rotates. Chuck a bit of wood there and just bend that up. That might be it. Well, it's definitely gave the clearance. It's definitely like a lot of play in the hinge itself. All right, we'll give that a pass. Let's get these wipers off. Ugh, something still lives in here. Oh yeah. I'm going to reuse this one. It's actually in quite good nick. Chuck a bit of soap on there. Yeah, baby. Back this way. Oh, she's coming in easy. Probably helps with all the rust. Chuck him over. Get up, baby. Oh. It's almost out. Alright, so she's just jacked up, ready to be cut. Front windscreen is out. Just going to leave it on there until I have the new one, because I think I'm going to wash the engine today. I'll wash the engine and then I'll fit the injectors today, and yeah, so I'm degrease it all and hopefully just clean them up. The coils are somewhat covered. Alright, let's go. Alright, motor's all washed. Coils are not too wet. Being into old coils, and they probably would have cracks in them and hairline ones, and it'll probably stop the engine running quite quickly. Still wet the fuse box, but yeah, she should be not too bad, hopefully. Yeah, these are the Chinese ones. Get this rail off, see if these even fit. My other problem is I don't know about these. Like I was missing some of them. This is the one that actually leaks as well. They sort of just sit freely. Yeah, this one's missing the one as well, but that one doesn't leak. You can see the seals down in there, sort of. Pull the rail out, chuck these on, give the rail a clean, so if it's nice and clean, ready to go. And let's just see. Alright, let's chuck them on. Alright, here we go, put them back on. Alright, moment of truth. They are all back on. Hopefully she doesn't leak, and hopefully it runs nice. Let's see if she starts. Definitely sounds better than before, but once she's warmed up, see where she's at. Well, I've been letting it idle for a little while, and now she's leaking out of here. Well, it probably is the injectors because you hear it whistle. Oh, changes the revs. So I probably should put them other things back on, but I think it's still sitting too low. Alright, I think I've found the problem. You can still turn it, but it's still quite firm in there. Same with that one, you can turn it, still quite firm in there. This one here is just like, just has heaps of slop. What's wrong, mate? It's pretty rock solid. Alright guys, next job we got to fix up is this grill. It is broken there, there, there. And it's got like some clips, somewhat underneath there that's not really hanging on anyway. Alright, let's get into him. Good enough. That'll do its job. Sand him down, put some fiberglass filler over that. There's all cracks in it everywhere. Well, as long as it stays together and somewhat. Don't have a major crack in the middle. That'll do. Just chucking down a thin coat just to smooth out the little bits in imperfection. Still have a bit of strength to it. Once I buzz all this down, I'm just going to give her a little bit of fine fill here and there, and little cracks and nooks, and give her a little prime and paint, and that should do it. Alright, where'd we get up to? So I made the template up, went to the shop, folded up some steel. Yeah, started welding him in. I still got to put like a support underneath just to give it a little bit more strength there. Yeah, it's also welding onto parts where it's rusty. It blows away. It is what it is, you know, unless you're going to replace like the whole roof, which I'm not going to do. It's just a quick patch job just to tidy him up. Definitely not perfect, you know, like, still, it'll do the job. Grind them all down, I put a little bit of fucking fiberglass filler on there, and just gotta check, make sure the window actually sits nice and flush, and then hopefully we can put a window back in here. But this is like the support piece. The support piece is shit itself, so there's nothing really left to use of that, so I have to try and make up something, makeshift support piece, just to give it a bit more support so it doesn't crack another window. Yeah, I'm gonna get back into this in another couple of days because I'm gonna go pick up another car. I have put the rear window in. It is definitely not perfect, but it is in. Me and my pregnant sister did it. We got it done. That's the front window. Front window's in there nicely, as good as every Commodore window goes in. Yep. Gonna chuck it on with the roller. See how we go. Bit of Bunnings bloody matte clear. Well, just put the last coat of matte clear on. She's just a little bit wet in some areas, slowly drying. Roof's all done. Window has a little bit of overspray on it. Oh well, I'll clean off later. The boots all done as well. Yep, roof's all done. Looks still a little bit wet in some areas. Got the carpet back in. Now just gotta chuck the seats back in, center console. Let's go, let's get him done. Somewhat in there. All the interior is basically back together. I know I'm skipping over it, I'm just trying to fly through it today. I'm going to chuck a seat cover on there, and then I'm going to wipe down all the plastics and vacuum that back shelf. Now, I'm just going to change out the radiator because the radiator leaks probably from the bottom tank or something. Probably the rubber's gone anyway. And I've got a Series 2 radiator, all good. It has a cap on it, and I have to go buy one. That's all good. This will go in all fine. I'll just have another lid there, and you have the lid over there. But I was going to replace this tank, and I bought a Series 2 one, and now I'm like second guessing myself whether I do it or not, because as it's like this comes out of the manifold there and then goes into this tank, so I'm not 100% sure what to do with this hose here, and that's why I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just keep this fucking tank, but it has holes in it. I'm thinking about just gluing it up for now. Probably should have ordered just this tank, but a lot of people just say, oh, just convert it to the Series 2 one. But the old Buick engine with the thermostat at the back, it's not as easy as what, you know, online says it is. So go up, baby. Oh, baby. Ooh. Get out of the way. Let's just gently put him down here. Break the radiator. Oh, surprisingly, it lines up. It's back in there. Whoa. Settle down. Well, I think that's the radiator problem sorted. It's one less leak. Well, just doing the finishing touches on the VN, and now Welsh plug is gone. So, just got him out. Turns out it's not too bad to get to. It's not the worst one. Yeah, it's one like at the back of the motor, but like the back of the, not the back of the motor, but just the back down there. I just topped him up and I was running the new water through the new radiator, just getting up to temp. First time actually getting up to decent temp. Fan kicked in, I was like, oh yeah, nice, it's all good. And now we have another leak. This here seems to be sealed up nice. There's a slight little crack there where this little pipe goes to as well, so I've got to glue that as well, and I'm going to put that freeze plug in, which I'm just going to flush it out for now and let it dry and have to get back to it. Just giving it a bit of a flush out. Now the freeze plug's out. She's flowing pretty good. Moment of truth. Is she gonna leak? I'll have to get her up to temperature and see if there's gonna be any other issues. Well guys, I finally worked out what the problem was with the VN. So basically how the steps went, I ended up replacing the spark plugs, the leads. I ended up changing the coil by a second-hand one that I knew was still good. No change. Realized there was an earth strap off the coil that goes off the bottom of the coil to the chassis. Still didn't make a difference as well. I was like, so we replaced the injectors, no difference. So then I ended up borrowing a whole throttle body that had like the idle and airflow sensors. So I ended up replacing that whole throttle body that had the two sensors on it, and yeah, now it runs better. So it's either one of them, but now idles, I'd say it's like 95%, and I'm pretty happy with it now. Bit of a learning curve. Definitely handy. Yeah, thanks Mark that I borrowed the parts off just to find out what the problem was. And yeah, just swapping out parts off a good engine, best way to do it. That saves you so much time, and you don't need to buy like 5 different things before you find the part. Yep, so thanks for watching. See you on the next one.